resumed.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Novawar.
And MaximusBlack.
And we're bringing you another normal game sent in by the fans to www.lag.tv, lag.tv. It's a place to be. Go and join the community. Sign up. And join the fleet of over 10,000 people now gracing our web pages. Mr. MaximusBlack.
Yep.
Hit me up with the sound of Mo Money, Mo Problems.
Who's out, who not? You tell me who's out, who's down the store. You tell me who's not, who's got the blue jobs, so who's out, who know we down.
Good fake English there to fill that shit in.
I don't remember.
I don't remember them either. I don't remember.
All I know is Mace. You can never understand what Mace was saying. Anyway.
No, nobody understood what the hell Mace was saying. Mace sounded like he had some mace sprayed up in his grill every time he was about to rap, and it was just like, it's like he didn't give zero fucks. He got into the mic in the booth, and he was just like, he's just like, all right, let's get this over with.
Oh shit.
That's what this to be done, ladies and gentlemen. Over here in the bottom left-hand corner, we are looking at the one, the only rated Zerg, Moya. And over here in the bottom right-hand side of the map, we are looking at jeagerbaken. Jeagerbaken. It's orange ski bean, ski boo. Bork, bork,
I'm gonna call him Jaeger.
Jaegermeister.
Jaeger versus Moya. Is that his name?
Yes.
Moya. All right, cool.
Yes.
ZVZ. Woo baby.
Hey, ZVZ's not horrendous. However, they didn't release that patch yet, did they? The one where they're discussing, that's still in like testing phase, where they've stuff like burrow is now 50-50 instead of 100-100, and spore crawlers I think are maybe cheaper or some shit. I can't remember. There's a couple of things that are happening.
I think I read something up on something like that.
It's just to reduce the amount of Ling Muta play in ZVZ, because it's like it's been over 9,000.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I read something about that, and also oracles being faster as well, which to me is like the fuck. Oracles, in my opinion, don't need to be any faster. And I'm a Protoss player, but I think they're trying to make the oracle more usable mid-late game, because really they're only good at this point for harassing units or using like revelation to like see, you know, the units or whatever, because by the time mid-late game comes, you have observers, so you don't need envision or anything like that. So I think they're really just trying to make it so that the oracle is like a long-lasting unit. Right. I think they're disappointed with the direction that Protoss players are using that unit.
You know, I'm kind of interested here. Jaegermeister went ahead and was gasless for quite a period of time. I was under the assumption he was going to go for like a really quick hatchery right after grabbing a pool, and that might have been what happened. But somehow he's managed to fall behind of his opponent, who got gas and his spawning pool and the hatchery and a spine crawler all before his hatchery is up. So I don't know what he did. He built a couple of Zerglings, but not that many.
Yeah, I mean, it's 17 Lings for
until
Moya
now. I mean, up to this point, those just came out. Now he's got a lot of Lings.
Yeah, now we're even in the Ling department. So things are starting to look pretty square at this point. Both are sitting on around 30 food. One spine crawler going down at the main, but there should be enough Lings here to hold off Moya's push here to the natural. I would have liked to have seen the spine crawler be put down at the nat and not in the main. I don't know why he decided to do that. Maybe he's just
expecting a run by after there's no drones at the natural or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
interesting.
Interesting call.
And I don't know the league this is.
This is gold.
Oh, it's gold.
It's gold.
Okay. All right.
So we're gonna see some standard stuff, and we're probably gonna see some slightly obscure, and then some macro breakdown will likely be the stuff on the agenda today. However, we shouldn't talk too much. We've seen some pretty epic gold games before, so It could happen. You never know. But for now,
it can happen. Yep.
For now, though, it seems to be pretty even Steven as we see both gentlemen go back and settle into it. We have 8,000 overlords and a couple of drones being built by Moya.
If we take a look already, Moya just seems to be the better player simply
That's
because,
what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. 31 drones to 17. I mean, that is...
Yep, that in and of itself is bad news. In economy, he's already up 300 minerals a minute and 100 gas.
Well, look at the amount of lings that Jaeger's got right now. He's got to be drunk to think that all these lings are just
like
going to...
borderline all-in.
No, it is. No, this is an all-in. Whenever you stop making drones, probes, or SCVs for a period of time and you're not, like, supply blocked, you are all in. I mean, he's on 2 base, and he's got 17 drones, which is really only enough, not even, to fully saturate 1 base. Here comes all the lings. The Baneling's nest, though, for Moya is finished. All Moya needs is like 4 Banelings to just destroy this and win the game. But Jaeger does have this window of opportunity. I mean, I shouldn't hound on him so quickly. He really does have an opportunity here to take this game if he pushes now. It has to happen. But right already
now.
The first time I said now. Okay, here we go. Here comes the lings. There is 4 Banelings getting ready to morph in, or 5.
No!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Whoa is right.
Oh no, he waited like 2 seconds too late, and those Banelings busted a nut all over Jaeger's face. Sour about that, and all he has remaining is a handful of lings that he should be able to clean up with the queen and some drones and a couple of lings himself, and now he finds himself in a really, really bad position.
Dear Lord.
But look at that, Jaeger, though, quickly building all drones behind that. I really, really like that. I like the fact that he didn't overcommit and do another...
He's got a Spire going, bro. His Spire's ahead of Moya's.
Oh, tits. So
he's droning up and just saving. I'm assuming he's just going to be saving minerals and gas up for the big round of mutas. And he will have, by the looks of it, a good almost 30 seconds of time ahead of Moya for the muta count. And at the meantime, it looks like he's also going to try and get in and see what's going on and maybe even sneak another little run by here with lings, because he's building up a ling force. Yet again, quite a huge number here. We've got 31 lings for Jägermeister to the 6 of Moya. So he's actually still looking real friggin' pretty. Oh, dear.
And we're about to see another bust.
Not again. No, not again. Oh, why did you run back and forth?
Are you serious, dude? Like, do you want to throw this game? Like, are you just saying here? Like, I don't get that. I don't see his decision making here is just really, really poor.
I'm not sure what he was getting at either.
That spine crawler stays alive with just 9 HP.
That's unfortunate.
And 3 mutas on the way here for Jaeger, but the problem is, Adam, 41 drones to 27. So even if those mutas do manage to come out beforehand and hit, probably by the time the distance it'll take the mutas to get to the base, the mutas of Moya will actually be out on the field as well. So even if Jaeger decides to go, okay, well, I'm going to go after some drones and pick off a few, still, at bare minimum, it'll be even in supply. And I don't even think that's the case. I still think Moya's going to be in the lead with economy. And things are just slowly looking more and more grim here for Jaeger.
Yeah, he's already outnumbered for Muta. There's 4 to 3 on the map right now. The Muta list just coming up from Moya went up a little bit towards the top of the base. They'll probably turn around to help that. And here he's already got a bunch of Banelings ready for these Zerglings. So Moya's in a great place. Here comes the Mutalisk. Running in here, they're going to go after, and they've already got the first attacks in. And at the same time, he's probably going to send the Lings in. And there's the Lings. And there are the Banelings.
And if I was him, I would just stop making lings altogether forever. I mean, in any game from here on out, they're just not for you, bro. They're not for you.
That's the end?
Do not make any more lings.
That's the end of her.
Stick to roaches or hydra. Don't touch them. You're just
walk away.
Just walk away.
Walk away. Put it down. You know, have a nice meal. Spend some time with family and friends. Get reacquainted with yourself because you've also obviously lost yourself along the way. Maybe have a small intervention in your room by yourself with, you know, a pint of ice cream. and then go back out into the world, a new you, go back to school, let everybody know how well you're doing, only to have your hopes and dreams smashed by the one person that you were hoping that you'd be able to actually get with at that house party that went down, experience love, experience loss, come back to this game, and then maybe try and improve on your Ling play. But now it's just not going to happen.
Wow.
You need to find yourself yet again. What is happening, Mr. Black?
Wow, that was... I like what you did there. That was... I mean, he could just simply just go to the Blizzard folder and delete the Ling file. Just all together, just delete it.
That's a shortcut, but really, who wants to make shortcuts in life?
Yeah, no. Shortcuts are no fun. Anyway, lots of Muta out on the field. A whole shit ton, actually.
Yes, there are several, and by several, I mean 22-9, which is not a favorable number for Jägermeister.
No, in fact, I'm going to go on a limb and say that's a terrible number for Jäger. And he really has no other things at his base. No Spores, only a couple of Queens to really go up against this massive Muta force. I mean, this is sort of how ZVZ is turning out in HOTS.
And that's why that patch...
Muta versus Muta. That's what it is.
That's what that patch is supposed to try and assist with. Whether or not it works, we have to wait and see, because it's not a patch in place as of yet. I think it's still being tested right now on a couple of select maps.
The only thing I don't like about what Blizzard does, and you know what, I can't really complain too much because they're the creators. They, ultimately probably know, I shouldn't say probably, they know more than me, or yeah, they know more than me than what I do about, their game. So their decisions are obviously going to be more calculated than what I could ever say out of, pure bias. But they also got to understand that when you start buffing units to do a specific matchup, other matchups get affected by that as well,
yes.
Right? So that's something that I just hope they take into consideration. Like with Oracles, for example, I know this is a ZVZ and I shouldn't be talking about Oracles here, but as a Protoss player, it's like, okay, that's great. I can use Oracles later on, late game, may even become useful against Zerg, but the problem is against Terran, Terran's going to get smoked. Like, I'm owning Terran right now with Oracles. If you make them faster, I'd actually feel bad for them. So I hope that they make these steps, especially when it's ZVZ, that it doesn't affect Terran and Protoss, just so ZVZ can be a non-Muta War.
Yeah, no, I agree. And only, of course, time will be able to tell what happens here. I'm a little confused, Mr. Black, as to why Moya just hasn't A-moved to victory yet. He's now letting Jäger get up a third and a fourth, which means he will soon be eventually outbasing Moya, and he's getting up his own ball of Mutalisks himself, and he's even starting to upgrade, whereas Moya has not. So, Moya has got this in the bag right now without question, but if he just keeps letting this stuff go, I'm not saying Jäger's going to win this game. But he's not doing himself any favors by sitting back and just getting up this base and building 1,000 spore crawlers either.
No, he's not. And he's also expanding multiple times on the map. He's going for a third and a fourth right now. The Mutas are going to be out of position here going up to the third, and now the Mutas of Jäger are going to hit Moya's base. And there is 3 spore crawlers here, so I don't know how much damage these Mutas are going to do at the main, but they can most certainly fly over to the natural and get some damage done. He does not want to fight here because those spore crawlers are just going to own Mutas. And so he manages to pick off a queen there. Oh, he's going to go after the Spire. That's a huge pickoff.
Yep.
Very, very nicely done. And Moya flying all the way back, but the damage most certainly has been done here. He needs to be able to fly out. If he loses all these Mutas, he loses the game. He needs to get out right now before those Mutalisks come here and pick them off. It's going to be close. The Mutas are getting closer, and Moya managing to pick off 3 or 4 more Mutas, and hopefully Moya does not back off here and decides to chase.
Oh!
And no, he just goes away. He needs to kill him now. He's just giving him way too much time, like you said earlier, although the supply is 161 to 99, and it still really is a lopsided game, but let's not get complacent here.
No.
When you see an opportunity to win, you take it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a point in time where there's the whole adage of when you're ahead, get more ahead, and then there's when you're ahead, don't let the other guy come back. And even if he wins this game, this is one of those dangerous things that players can run into, is just if something like this works, he's going to do this and repeat this in the future, and that's going to end poorly for him because somebody's going to not let the other player come back here, and this is, I think, where we're going to start to see the beginning of the end here. Jaeger's thrown his Muta into that ball one too many times. He's going to lose too many of them and not be able to come back.
Backing off again.
And at the same time, we had some of Jaeger's Lings in here doing some damage against the workers here. I don't actually think they did a whole lot. They got some there. They got, well, he's had 20 the whole game, which isn't terrible to none, obviously, doing better than his opponent. However, the worker count has been so much higher for Moya that it hasn't really made much difference. And it looks like finally Moya has decided to make a move. And move in here he will and do terrible, terrible damage to Jaeger's butthole. There's no going back from this. Moya will steamroll everything and take this game.
Yep. No, that's pretty much it. No cancel on that hatch. Now going to go up to the 4th. This is going to get rocked here very, very quickly. I mean, that is a Muta death ball and a half. There's 53 Mutas out on the field to that measly 21. And this is going to be a battle loss for Jaeger. And I think it's time for him to go back to the liquor store, get himself another pint, and call it a night.
Absolutely.
And that is GG.
I agree. There it is. May the 5th, or may the 4th be with you before the Revenge of the 5th. We are on the Revenge of the 5th today, sir. I believe today, was it today or yesterday, Cinco de Mayo?
Yesterday.
Cinco, think, Adam. Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. That's just another language for May 5th. How about you use your brain for like maybe 5 seconds? You know what we should call this day now? Cinco de Moya. So we should call it because Moya just took that game. And he took it all the way from Jaeger. So he won Revenge of the 5th this day. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been... Yeah, my brain just did that. That's... I can't wait.
Isn't today the 6th? Is today the 6th? Or the 7th? Or the... Is today the 6th or the 5th?
Dude, I don't know. I just actually verbally said Cinco, which is 5, de Mayo, which is the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May, and I just said that, is it the 4th or the 5th? So, to ask me if it's the 5th.
I thought you meant the day today.
No, it is the 5th today. It is the 5th.
Okay.
It is the 5th today.
Okay.
That happened.
Hey, it's been a long day, Adam. It's okay.
Sometimes my brain impresses me, but hey, thank God.
I'm always a day behind.
Thank God I recovered there before it happened in the friggin' YouTube comments. I can't even imagine that would have gone downhill quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like and favorite button. Another pretty damn good game here. I'm going to give it to Cinco de Moya for a great handling of Jaegermeister. He can hold his liquor, if you know what I'm saying. Mr. MaximusBlack, we should head out of here and head to our next game.
Yep.
So we'll see you guys soon.
Peace out.